After breaking our heart in the movie, after breaking our heart in the show multiple times,
of course
they couldn't have just had him move to another city. It would have had to be something that was literally permanent.
Hi, guys.
So today we are talking about our favorite Sex and the City
episode.
I've been meaning to bring this over. You can barely read it. So if you guys are listening, I brought over the velvet wrapped total box set from HBO that I've had for at least
I didn't know they
18
made that.
years. I know.
And I'm
such
actually
an elder
depressed.
millennial. I know.
I'm like, why did I not ever see that?
But the gag is, it has all of the CDs and a bonus CD.
How much was that?
Probably $120. But like back 18 years ago, I probably was like saving up for weeks to get it. And where the hell would you watch a DVD now? It's not even Blu-ray. Like, where would you watch these? So now it's just a cute collector's item.
It really is.
But yeah, I love it. And so I was thinking about this and I wanted to bring it because
I've never seen it in person.
I was thinking about my least favorite episode, which kind of makes me sad to talk about because I love Sex and the City. But there's some episodes that you're watching, you're like, oh, I've seen this one.
Well, you skip it. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I have several.
But it's so stupid because I've seen them all. But I'm still like, nope, not this one.
Well, I have found, so we were going through this. The episodes I don't like, I don't really think about them.
Yeah.
But I will, to be completely honest with you, the ones I don't care for, but I find humor in almost every single episode. There's episodes that rub me the wrong way more than others.
Yeah.
But there's not one episode I can truly think about that I'm like, this is the most horrible episode. I will never watch it.
Yeah.
But there are some that I cannot say. I'm like, this is so... like it pisses me off. I'm like, I don't like it.
Do you have favorites? Like, is there an episode you can watch and then immediately rewatch?
Too many.
Yeah.
I was trying to find my favorite episode. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Our favorite episodes. I had to write down 3. Which they're all in the same season.
Ooh. Did we do a favorite season?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you were surprised at mine.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Season
that's right.
1.
Oh, yeah. I can't even...
And hint, mine are all in season.
Nuh-uh, are they?
They are.
Okay, so disclaimer.
Well, no,
if anything else was on TV, I would always watch Sex and the City first.
Yes.
First. But one episode that I would play on my phone for the whole time, right? Because when I watch it, I would legit like lay in bed and just watch it.
Yeah.
Be laughing like
Comfort,
it's my first time seeing
or
it.
if I have a bad day and I want to eat like junk food, I will watch. Yes.
And quote the entire episode.
Yep.
The one with David Duchovny when she is
the
dating him.
Institution.
It's
For
not
high school.
Yes, it's not the mental institution. In fact, that's one of my favorite.
Good thing you should say that before. We don't need that community of people not liking us.
No, not at all.
We're big mental health proponents. I have bipolar disorder.
Absolutely.
Clinically depressed.
I see my therapist all the time.
Me too.
It's maintenance for life.
Maintenance for life.
So it's not that, because I actually like that episode because that's where Stanford has the prom. I don't like that she is.
Oh, but you know what?
Dating someone. I don't like that she's kind of scraping the barrel.
Actually, I think it's quite cute. However, his storyline is what rubs me the wrong. I'm like, that's so dumb.
So maybe that's part of it too, because he technically lies to her. So I like his line about like we were in a lip lock for most of 1989.
I know that
hilarious.
Nostalgia is cute. Yes,
because every episode, whether you like it or hate it, like they all have their own little one-liners where you're like,
but you know, okay, this goes back to what I was just saying about even the episodes if you don't care for. You got one of the most iconic lines that came back around. Samantha Jones.
What'd she say?
Because they go to that pool.
Oh yeah.
And remember, and when she did her one little stint, and just like that, I died like a fangirl when she was in the car. I'm blanking on the name of the Annabelle Bronstein.
Yeah.
I do love that. I will say that little.
Same one?
Yes, because that's where he finds the art. Charlotte gives the article.
And yes, what was his name?
Anthony.
Paul.
Oh, yes.
His escort name.
His escort name. But Anthony is the one that told Charlotte and gave her the article. Yeah.
They had so much in each episode.
See, that's why I'm like, even in the ones that I can't stand, there's always nuggets of humor.
That was my favorite look of Charlotte, because she has those 2 little low puffs and her little like cherry bikini. She was so.
But that whole scene when he's like, Stanford was trying to give the ladies relationship advice. She's like, and he was like saying something in regards to like, we don't keep secrets from each other. And then he gets in the pool and she's like, well, not everything. And then and they pass down the article down to all the ladies.
Oh my god.
And then Samantha gets caught. I love that scene. I'm from India.
From a queen with back issues of Honcho.
I will tell you this. I forgot
that was in that episode.
That's the best part of that whole episode, because I will agree with you. That's an episode that I don't I don't think about it.
Okay, so I like that one.
Well, I guess that's not necessarily true.
Than a woman's right to shoes. Okay, so when I first saw the show, I didn't have kids. And so I was like, of course you should take your shoes off. Someone tells you to take your shoes off, take your shoes off.
Her dad's famous, that lady.
And so then the kids are just being kids, right? They're running around the house. But like, I've never seen Carrie be vindictive. That's the one episode, I think, where she's really like just being a bitch.
But she's
like, well, I married myself and these are the shoes that I want. I like that she advocated for herself.
That's what I mean.
And she's like, no, buy me a pair of shoes because someone stole them from your party.
Which is, I have often felt that way because I'm anti-children for myself. We specify. I mean, I'm not huge into kids in general. However,
hold on, there has to be another phrase for that. I don't want to be a parent. Anti-children.
Except for myself.
I know, but it's harsh.
Whatever. I'm a harsh person. I love that you all have
That's the New
children.
York in you.
Tatum O'Neal. That's
there you go.
Thank you.
And who are her parents?
Her dad was famous. He was in that movie.
For a while, I thought she was the one from season 1 that was pregnant when they went out to like Jersey to the baby shower. I thought that was her.
You hold that thought right there.
Ooh, okay.
Ryan O'Neal was her dad.
Okay.
I don't know her mom.
Okay.
So I'll tell you this. I have a friend. Love her. I do love her. I love her child. I love her child. He's one of the most cutest little boys.
Okay.
We were a little drunk, but we got into like a heated little argument at a bar one day.
Yeah.
And we squashed it fairly quickly. However, I have a lot going on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I had a lot more going on that I won't reveal all the details, but I had a lot going on professionally, emotionally. I had a lot of moving parts. I always started my own podcast. I had so much things and I had very little time. And so she at that time was a stay-at-home mom to her baby. And I told her, and she was like, we got in this heated thing. I'm like, it started out cute of like, I want to be better friends with you. And she's like, I want to be better friends with you. And I was like, okay, well, you have to make the time. She's like, I'm not doing that. I have a kid. So I was like,
shit.
But then I was like, do you want me to list everything that I have going on in my, so everything that I have going, it's all interconnected.
Yeah.
I go to college full-time. I have a full-time job. I have a full-time podcast now too. I have a life.
You have a pet you
I
can
had
afford. You have a
at
life.
that time, I had a second job that I was working to help make ends meet to fund all this shit. And I'm like, and I'm not taking away from a parent. I mean, and I'm curious to see your thoughts on this as you are a parent. But I'm like, just because you have a child does not make my life any less chaotic or busy. That it shouldn't be like, I will make it work for you. So with that being said, those entitled parental things really rub me the wrong way. Because I'm like, that doesn't make people who are childless any less important or busy. Relationships are two-way streets, no matter what
They are.
You know what I mean?
I don't think that a person is busier than another person because they have kids. I'm recording with you while my child is in kindergarten, right? And so there are ways to make it work. And in fact, we've always wanted a dog. And I've said, having a child is slightly easier because when your dog wants to go out, they want to go out. When your kid wants to play, you can say, oh, the park's closed today. We called them. The park said they're right. So I would not say, I will tell you this though. I've been a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
You
need
I
adult
have family of
interaction.
stay-at-home moms. Yeah, my aunt had 3 kids as stay-at-home moms.
It is very hard. I think her initial response of no made more sense. She's just like, no, I don't want to versus no, because I have a child. But you do give a lot to them, and they're a tiny person who doesn't know. They literally will burn themselves and cut their fingers and do all this shit that you probably don't have the energy for other adults later.
Yeah.
So I like the first part of her statement, no. But then I'm not doing that. I have a child. That's where it goes.
And I want relationships are two-way streets. It doesn't require me working around your whole life. It's a mixture of both.
Yeah, it is.
If you want to say no, then like, okay, then we don't have a relationship, and we can be like acquaintances. That won't ever win with people that are not childless. Because what about women? I was talking about women specifically that can't have children.
No, listen.
Do you know what I mean?
Your life can be busy without children.
Yes.
Using children as a reason for them to be busy, I don't think is fair. But I also deeply enjoy parenting, and I think I chose to have this person come here who knows nothing. Yeah. So I choose to give them time and energy for that. Yeah. I also enjoy them going to school, and I get time by myself as well.
Like, you also make an effort to figure out, like, okay, if my daughter has this, then I can do it this time. But wait, that's how that works.
But I make an effort with you. There are definitely people that want to talk to me that I'm like, I don't want to talk to.
Well, but that's about per relationship.
Because relationships are two-way streets.
So if you care about something, just like any relationship, compromises. So like to be met with that, I'm like, I'll tell you what, like if that's what we're gonna do, then I tap out. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to. You're not winning me over, and I won't compromise.
But you know what's funny though? We were talking about you being harsh. Yeah. Someone can say to me, "Hey, you want to hang out?" Oh no, thank you. Are you busy? Oh no, I checked my calendar. I don't want to hang out. I would never say my kid. I'm just like, no. So for that.
But if you know, like, you want to get out of something, do you ever use it as an excuse? No. Like, you know what, fuck this.
I would just say, like, no.
My daughter's sick.
Absolutely not. Because the thing is, now she's going to be sick in 2 weeks. I'm like, shit, I spoke that on her. No.
I think that way too.
Now, I'd use my husband for that. I think we have plans. Or I don't think he'd be interested in that. I use my husband in a heartbeat. But I don't use my kid.
The things in your life, I mean, those are the white lies. They're not like to hurt anyone. It's just to get to the next fucking moment.
But usually I would just tell you no. But I'm also 41 years old. I don't give a shit anymore.
I admire that.
Okay, so the women's right to shoes. I love that she got her shoes. I love that she did speak up because there are people who don't get these big events.
I want to ask you. I have done this, not for that same reason.
Yeah.
But that moment of like you had a whole outfit. You are a Carrie Bradshaw. Like this is head to toe. This is all coordinated.
Yes.
You get to the apartment of your friend. You take off your Manolo Blahniks. I don't want to say do you. I mean, I know even if I didn't want to, I still would. Just like Carrie. But like, are you thinking the same way? Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck
I'm not taking my shoes off at your house. Coming to your house today, yes, I would take off my shoes. Coming to your house for a party?
Yeah.
No.
I just had, for that birthday party I had at my house, no one took
If it did say on the invitation, take your shoes off?
Yeah.
No. But now it also, I feel like Carrie could have turned to Stanford and been like, this is bullshit, let's leave. And they would have bounced. I think that I would more likely do that.
You think she would do that in present day? Like, just like that, Carrie? Would she do that? Like, you know what? Here's the gift. Love you. I'm actually going to go.
After arguing with Duncan about shoes, yeah, I think she probably would. But before that, I don't know. Because the thing is, Carrie values relationships.
Yeah.
Even though we hadn't seen that friend a lot.
To a point, yeah.
She does value relationships. I also like that the kids went to the store. The lady's like, can you tell your kids to stop touching stuff? Because people with kids, you do start to insulate yourself with only people with kids. And you only go to stores where kids can touch all the shit. And I'll be honest, my kid is loud.
Yeah.
I don't believe that kids are meant to be seen and not heard. We are laughing. We are jumping. We are doing all the shit. If you're running somewhere, I'm running right next to you. We are obnoxious. And for that reason, I don't take her to adult-only places.
Okay, thank you for saying that, because I was just going to ask, because I have so much respect for that, because I usually don't care. However, like, there are spaces that I'm like, you should not be bringing your kid here. I'm not a parent. I feel like good, mature parents know that. Like, most places, yes. This one, I'm like, no, I'm not going to fuck with it like that, because this is not the right time or place.
I have a daughter. You're not taking her to a new place and expecting her not to look around. Wow, what's that?
Right.
You're not bringing a dog over and expecting her not to touch it. You have to be aware of what is going on. And like, that part is difficult about being a parent, because I can walk into a room and think nothing, but all of this stuff is at sight line for a little person.
Yeah.
And so then they're trying to touch and grab. And...
Same friend. I didn't tell her, because she usually brings her kid not literally, and she's pretty good at knowing that, but she does.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told my best friend, I was like, oh shit, I should have told her, like, you're not bringing your kid here, right? Because to the alternate, as a single childless person, this is my home.
Yeah.
I do not rearrange my home. Look, you're in my home. There's so many choking hazards for children around here. I'm like, that's your responsibility. You shouldn't be bringing, and I get to make that rule. So if you can't do that, then you can't come to this party.
And equally, if they showed up to the door with the kid, you'd be like, this isn't a child-friendly space right now.
That too.
And you're allowed to say that too.
And it wasn't. So I really appreciate you saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what's funny? I'm saying that I'm anti-child for myself. However, do you know there's two, it's not charity. There's two causes, two things that affect me the deepest when it comes to life. Like when I there's lots of charities and organizations that I donate to for the greater good of like certain things. But there's two specific that get at my heart instantly. One is animals. And there's anything child abuse, child harm, when children, unfortunately, in this country are getting shot. That stuff brings me to tears. And I think it's because I make up for that, like not having that paternal thing of like, when I hear like a child has been like abused, abandoned, that kind of, it really tugs at my heart in a way that like I get emotionally distraught over it.
Yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing. It's so old school for you to be like, well, when my kid is grown, they're going to take care of me. If you're not a trained nurse, I don't need you to take care. I don't expect her to do that. You don't have kids that have a caretaker in the future. Yeah. This generation doesn't. Older generations do. I've heard people actually tell me,
my mom
you need to take care of me. And it's like, I'm a shitty caretaker. Are you for real?
I know. I'm like, well, my brother has a kid, so that means he's more.
You don't choose to have, the kids did not ask to come here. So therefore you can't plan out their life.
There's not an expectation.
But I just talked to somebody about that, because they were like, what's the hardest thing about being a parent? And I was like, not giving them your opinion.
Being honest.
And parents who go to like retirement homes, they do tend to get a little bit worse. So I get
my mom,
is.
She reminds me all the time. She said, "Do not put me in one of those."
So maybe you let your mom move in and then you hire a live-in nanny, but it doesn't have to
Who's
be
paying
you.
For that?
I'm just saying. Look, I'm not trying to think about
her
it either.
estate.
But no, I
would do. You know, I don't think I've ever told my parents this.
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy. I never want a huge house. I never want that.
Yeah.
I would like to have like a really pretty ranch.
Yeah.
With like a mother-in-law separate, and my parents can live there, so that we can see each other when we see each other.
Absolutely.
But I don't want them living like down the hall.
Yeah. You know what though? Even as we're talking, I'm gonna go back and watch this because I might feel differently as a parent.
Oh shit!
I was getting secondhand embarrassment because I was like, "How dare she?"
Okay.
And now I might feel different.
You know what's about this episode? I was reading the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna bring up an example because this is very Samantha of me. Because the whole episode revolves around that because that's also where.
Is this where Seamus throws the stuff on Samantha?
To your point that you clearly made a fancy ass restaurant. This is not Applebee's. Do you know what I mean? Like some of these like high end, I think about like around town, like Cameron Mitchell restaurants, the high end, not Rusty Bucket, but like I would never bring a child of a certain age there. Maybe like a teenager where they know how to like communicate effectively. Like, I was a horrible teenager, so my parents wouldn't take me. But you know what I mean? But that was, and also with this.
Remember when the guy was like, "There's no cell phones here," and she's like, "Excuse me."
Well, and that mom of that kid that threw the pest, like. My mom would have whipped my ass if I ever threw like bread across the table or pasta at someone. And that fucking bitch
on a white suit,
right? Just laugh, and that's what I mean. That's the thing about. And no offense, I don't want to. This episode sounds like I'm going to attack parents.
No, you're the biggest giver. You're always giving gifts.
And
to
like I said, I
just don't want them for yourself.
But I don't like parental entitlement. That So you're saying to me, in that episode at least, with my expensive ass restaurant that I work hard for, your child throws fucking pesto pasta at me and you just laugh and think it's cute, and there's no sense of like humanity. Like that shit pisses me off because you know it's real.
Oh, and you know he does worse than that at home if that's what he's doing.
Yeah, you know that he gets everything that he wants. That's why he does shit like that.
But the funny thing is, you've met Madison. She would be at the other table looking like, "What the fuck is wrong with that kid?" No, she wouldn't go. If we were at home,
she would give him a
talking.
Maybe she would give him a talking.
She would just be like.
She knows better.
She would just.
Well, she's also incredibly intelligent.
She is very emotionally intelligent. We do teach her that. But Theo has been out. And he was like, he'll record her when she'll look at other kids. Like, she's like, if mommy is running around and we're doing all this shit, sure. But if we're waiting to get on a plane, why are you?
She might clean it because she's also very considerate. I can see her helping Samantha. Like, let me help.
But I bet she would if the kid felt away. Like maybe if he tripped and spilled it. But if you threw it, she probably would be like,
"You motherfucker!"
Why? Yeah.
She'd probably walk up to me. You need to do better. You're ruining our community. With this episode too, I don't want to forget about this. This is actually really funny in this episode, though.
Ruining our community.
That's the one where Harry and Charlotte move together, and he leaves all his tea bags around.
Oh my god, I love that.
And he's like walking around naked.
First of all, don't put your naked ass on my couch.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I really do because I love that coastally like clean feel. Like I love that, even though I have dog and black hair. I'm white. So
that's after they got married, then. Yeah. Okay, did you like Harry back then?
I do like Harry.
So this is a tiny spoiler because in other episodes, Dom is like Harry, and then just like that, it's just a different Harry.
You know what? It was so much Harry, and I guess you know what. In retrospect, it was more than just our girls; it was their family. So
that was what hurt us a little bit. Yeah. That and just like that did become so big, and the whole Sex in the City was literally the four.
Yeah,
maybe you might get a splash of some Stanford, of course. Anthony, of course, but Bunny did not have her own episode where she, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like we have whole episodes where LCW's father
died
passing
twice. You know, she was just on I'm a Charlotte with Kristen Davis, her podcast. That's a good episode, by the way. Yeah. I learned a lot about her.
Her husband in real life, Boris Kojo, Black and German. Oh, he's such a big actor.
She talks about him a lot too.
They used to live in Maryland. Are they still
in LA? Well, because I think it was because she loves New York so much, so she lives in New York. Oh, wow. They live in New York now.
Yet another sign that, and just like that, probably was not supposed to be canceled.
Well, okay, so she starts off that podcast episode telling her she's like, I didn't know if it was too soon. Actually, Kristen Davis was on Drew Barrymore show this week, and she says like, I didn't know this was coming.
Okay, so hold on. Let's get into year 2 that you don't care for.
Okay.
And then we'll do the ones we love.
No, I wrote one. I wrote one actually.
Okay.
And so season 4, episode 3.
Okay.
Luck be an old lady. So this is when they go to
Atlantic Titty.
Again, I will preference every episode to me has something humorous in them.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about that. Okay, I'm gonna also say something really.
Is it about age?
No.
Oh.
It's not petty. It's I don't know the word to look for. I'll say it and then you can come up with the word.
You're overanalyzing. It's
I'm
okay.
overanalyzing. And you know this. And I think once I say, you're gonna realize. Oh, I know what he's about to say.
What?
I just hate Carrie's hair that whole season.
So season 4, you guys, is when Carrie had cut her hair. Mm-hmm. Now, in real life, she was pregnant, and I think it was a distraction because then she starts dressing differently, and her boobs are huge. They're not that big in season 1 and 2.
The combination of the two. I will say this.
She's pregnant in real life, and I think they're...
With her short haircut, when it's straightened, I like it more.
What about a Vogue idea where she goes and she's working at Vogue? And
I did like that.
She was so cute.
Here's the thing. Waves more.
You like her with curly hair.
I do. So if she has long hair, I love her curls. Mm-hmm. I don't like that ultra short, like by the ears. Yeah. She has those... What is that called?
It's like Shirley Temple ringlets.
Yeah, I don't like that on her. Sarah Jessica Parker, I love you so much. Please don't take offense to this.
It gives too much like Hocus Pocus from when she was
which I love Hocus Pocus. So that's my irrational reason why I can't stand that episode.
But wait, there's a whole season with short hair. So
yeah,
why that episode? Okay, so wait, that's when Samantha is with Richard.
Yeah,
right?
so they take that scene's funny. So they take the private plane. He buys her the pearl thong.
Wait, that's after he cheated? Fuck Richard.
Yes, after he cheated because Richard. It looked like Samantha witnessed what she thought was flirting. Remember, that's why at the very end...
No, that's not when she busts in on him going down on that lady.
No, that was different. That was at their house.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is when he buys her the pearl thong. Charlotte's in the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Because Miranda and
Miranda
Carrie,
has the baby.
And Steve was like, I can't do this. And then Magna actually watched. So they take a bus. Something about that whole episode, I did not like... I don't know. I didn't like any of it. It was, maybe...
That was a real human... episode.
It really was because
Miranda was pregnant in real life. I still think that Brady was really her kid. The actor,
that guy that says to when they're all playing, because Miranda was really excited. He's like,
the
"Hey,
fat
Red,"
guy, yeah.
He's like, "Red, why don't you move your fat ass?"
I know, and then she's like, "My ass is fat because I just had a baby." Yeah, what's your excuse?
I know. I did love that scene. Maybe I actually don't hate it as much as I think.
You know what I don't like about that episode? What? That they make Carrie seem like she's sad. Like she just wants to spend time with all the girls. And they're all like, step back.
Okay.
That part makes me sad.
That's why the overarching thing about the episode that I don't like. It seemed very like, when they wanted to take the picture when they're all eating and Samantha had to go because she thinks Richard's fucking someone else. Miranda's tired. Charlotte's depressed because of her age, so she dresses by that slutty dress.
Miranda almost drops out because he wouldn't take the baby.
And so there was something, I think maybe because I'm so connected to friendships and I'm in that stage of my life. Maybe this could possibly change in a year. Who knows? I might not hate it as much. But there was something, it makes me feel sad when I watch it. Like, but not in the like, oh my God, how beautiful.
She's never been needy. And it kind of but I don't think it was that she was needy. The friends just were all busy. They didn't have time for her.
In my friend group right now, I'm the only single one now. Mm-hmm. Well, I do have actually he is, but he's kind of a flake, but whatever. But like all my friends are kind of like going off doing things which is a beautiful thing. And I often say, I said something at my birthday party last year. I said after like shit really hit the fan for me last year. I said,
oh, I remember that party.
When my friends are winning, it makes me feel like I'm winning too. And I really do believe that. But there's a human aspect of it. When you see people living their lives, and whether it's just in directions, and you're kind of the one that you feel left behind, not they're leaving you behind necessarily. You just feel like in life, like, I just wanted so much more for myself right now. And you're seeing all these, it's a very like a lonely, tough feeling. And so whenever I watch it, I can relate to that feeling. Like she just wanted to connect with her friends without all that shit, all the baggage. And she could not get it to at least the very end when they're on the bus and they play Old Maid on the bus.
And that part,
which I did love that one scene just because I'm like, it was like, it tied it together. I'm like, okay, good.
It was so them and they weren't all glammed up. I really like how Charlotte is so like freaking out about getting older.
How old was she turning?
35.
I'm turning 35 this year.
That's why I asked you if it was about age. I was like, wait.
I wasn't until now. I'm like, maybe I actually do hate it.
Do you want to go to Atlantic City? I've never been.
I have. I love Atlantic City. I think it's dirty and great.
I want to stand on the pier. I'm going for the water.
I'm
not going for the stuff.
I'll go with you. I used to vacation in Jersey every summer, Wildwood, New Jersey.
I love that. It's funny, and it's very on point for the show, because we overanalyze everything, that we would have our least favorites, and then we find all the things we love about it.
I know, I'm like, I guess maybe.
So what's another one?
Okay, so I have one. It's not that it's controversial.
It's controversial.
It could be, but not for the reason that it is. I cannot stand, what is it, season 5, episode 1.
All right, I'm flipping through.
I want to make sure I get the episode right.
No, that's the one where she first meets Burger, where her newspaper goes live.
It's definitely season 5.
Yeah. Which one is it?
No, maybe it's not.
Is it 4?
No, it's Anchors Away.
This one was right after September 11th.
So episode,
or the season that comes out after the year after.
September. It was shot after September 11th,
yeah.
And I feel like I could be totally wrong.
So this was one. Well, back in the day, I don't remember what years, but they used to literally film in New York. They still do now, but a lot of shows have like sets. Sex and the City always filmed.
It did,
live.
and that's why Sarah Jessica Parker really was like that was one of the selling points early on. She's like, she moved to New York and lived there.
They filmed in New York. Yes.
I'll tell you what I love about the episode, at least. I do love her love letter to New York City.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker had said that was very intentional because of September 11th. I guess really the only parts I just hated like the whole like party scene of like that, like the
sailors.
I don't know why. I'll tell you, I guess I don't know why. I don't leave it going, I love that.
Because it's another big transitional episode.
Yeah, okay, actually... That is true because
Samantha flashes the sailor. Charlotte's single and hooks up randomly with that guy at the party, which is very anti-Charlotte. I don't even remember Miranda in the episode.
I know. I was gonna say, what did Miranda do? I remember her. She was Brady was a newborn.
She was hooking up with that guy, the guy that she was with before she was pregnant.
And she was gonna have sex with him, and she was nervous. Yes, and she's like, "Mommy's coming," because she was crying. This is another one. I guess I really am a Carrie in these like depressing ways because when she was going out on a date with this, because I do shit like that.
Yeah,
I love going exploring new things in my own city.
The date with her city when she went to the museum and it was closed.
I know, and that is when it started making me makes me sad. She's under the awning with the hot guy,
and he's like, "What are you?"
Right,
the lady with the lithium ice cream.
Which for some reason makes me hungry. I don't know why, but I love diners like that because it's very old school New York, and I do love that.
When I think of New York, I think of that. If I ever went and it wasn't like that, I'd be like, oh.
That's really I'm not sure they are there, but it's not like...
I've been twice. Maybe once, but we did all the touristy stuff.
New York's my favorite. But it is sad for Carrie because you had to get... I feel like there's this undertone of like, she's just trying to like be happy in life with her, despite some of her maybe unfortunate circumstances.
So a lot of criticisms of the show... is that they always talk about how you don't need a man, but in every episode they always have a man.
Yeah.
And in these episodes that you're talking about, Carrie is very single.
Very.
So maybe her storyline was kind of weak when she wasn't dating or...
I know, I think, and I don't know if this was intentional, it's very thought-provoking. It's very introspective because I watch it and I connect with it in a depressing way until I start then reflecting on my own life, and it makes you start thinking like, okay, hold on. And I think maybe, I'm assuming that's also a lot of what Sex and the City it makes us do is think about our own personal lives because we create these relationships with these characters. Because you do learn a lesson, because, I mean, the whole thing is Carrie just trying to be comfortable in her own life without having you be dependent on really anyone.
It is. You're always going to have yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
Not in a weird, narcissistic, selfish way, but it's like, if you don't want to and enjoy spending time with yourself, good luck.
And if it's so cliche, you have to be comfortable and happy with you and yourself. Otherwise, you can't fully give yourself to your friends, your family, potentially your work. Or
you become different people every time you date someone, which Carrie did a lot of, but most people do. It's not until like you have to be super honest from the beginning to say like, this is who I am and I don't care if you don't care. Because usually you always know this is who I am. But then if the other person doesn't like it, you change a little bit. And that's the part where like her with David Duchovny, and I'm just like, okay, he got out of a divorce, but he feels the need to leave everything he knows to be in this facility for a year.
Yeah.
Carrie, he's gonna be a whole nother person in a year. What are you doing, girl? And then the guy's running around yelling shit at the back of it, and he's like,
Feces.
He's like, what am I talking about? This is a full-on mental facility.
It did look pretty.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, I guess the extremes of it, right? We're talking about self-love and being by yourself. Well, you can do that with a year of meditation as well. So maybe kudos to him for saying, I'm gonna check myself into a center for it.
Right, yeah. That takes a lot of self-awareness.
It takes a lot of money too.
Well, I don't know. They never said what his job was.
I know.
Unless they did, I missed it.
All right, so do you have a favorite or a top?
Okay.
I could watch this episode, literally laugh till I cry, and watch it again.
I will tell you.
I'm going to watch it when I leave here.
My favorite episode, I revealed this before, but my favorite season is season 1. I think there's a lot of reasons why. It's nostalgic, it's old school kind of New York in a certain way. I love older TV. There's something about it's like very gritty about it.
Is your favorite from season 1?
The 3 that I wrote down.
Shut up. Okay.
So mine are episode 5, which is The Power of Sex.
Okay.
So that's a one where she sleeps with the French guy. She meets Amalita. She's in Dolce & Gabbana. I don't know. I just love that episode. The next one is episode...
I think you want a sugar mama.
I'll take a sugar or anything at this point. Episode 6, Secret Sex. I find incredible. I love that.
I love that one.
The
where
naked
she thought
dress.
Big was hiding her out.
Yeah, they go to that Chinese restaurant that always makes me hungry.
I thought that guy was so hot. The one that was dating the cheese lady.
Yeah, he was cute.
He had like really good lips.
I'm like, did Carrie? It makes you wonder. Like, this is what I think. I'm like, I wonder if Carrie ever hooked up with him.
Was this the one with the where they were filming guys?
This is the one she bought the naked dress because she was on the side of the bus.
Okay.
So they watch her and it has someone
Big
carved a
doesn't
dick.
show up for the thing.
But someone carved like a dick on it, and they're all like with the champagne and hats.
No one notices the bus until it's
They
about
come
to hit
in.
them.
And then my last one from that season is you hinted at earlier, episode 10, the baby shower.
Oh, where they go to like
I
Jersey.
just love that, as a non-parent, I think that is so interesting too, just to see like the crazy girl, the party girl that's pregnant. She has this whole totally different life that they're like, who the fuck she used to be doing all these drugs and showing her tits.
That's gonna be the one who's gonna be pissed off in 3 years. You're still that person. You can't be like, I'm done, because then you're trying to strip at a party while you're 9 months pregnant because you're like, I miss my old life. It's not that you even have a mourning period. You just have to accept that Kyla.
I just love that. I love those scenes that Samantha, like even in the flashback, which I also love a good flashback. Yeah. It doesn't happen often in Sex and the City.
And that was a good one.
That was a good one. She's like, she fucks on that couch. Lainey, that was her name. Mm-hmm. She's like, pregnant girl showing her tits.
He's like, I want to see.
And then Samantha goes, if she gives birth on that couch, she buys it.
And Miranda's flashback, she looked exactly the same.
And that's I just loved it.
They did not know what to do with her hair.
She had the worst style. She only had good style till the first movie.
I wonder if she was always like advocating to be a gay person, like in the show.
I don't know. I mean,
she was very androgynous in that first
It
season.
seems as if, you read the book. Mm-hmm. Was Miranda like that? Because it's in like Candace Bush. Now, the character that Miranda, the real character she's based off, was kind of like that.
I don't remember any of those names
power
specifically. I think she just said, no, she did say I went and met with this friend and that friend. I don't remember. I'd have to reread it. I mostly remember the boys. Like a lot of the actual chapters are actual chapters from the book.
But I like that. What I thought what's kind of sad. I don't know if again I can't relate. I can't relate to a lot of the themes because I'm not a parent. I don't want to be one. But like them taking Charlotte's baby name.
Oh my God.
But I love when Samantha comes and she's like, "What's going on?"
Bitch.
Love that. She's like, she stole my baby name.
Samantha is down. She didn't even care what. I'm sure she was like, "What the fuck is that?" I don't care.
When they first get there and she gives her a bottle of scotch, she's like,
"I'm having a big old drink." Jealous. BYOB.
Yeah.
It's like, it means bring your own baby. No, okay.
And
but
they didn't know how to drive at first.
I just left a baby shower. Baby showers are not meant for kids. I had to ask the host, like, "Can my kid come?" That baby showers are a big party for the mom.
Oh, that makes sense, right?
A lot of people don't even have them because if you just need the gifts, you just send them to your house. Like, what's this party for? They can be very, very stressful. So, I feel like this show probably like formed a lot of my thoughts as an adult and even a parent. Yeah, if I think about it, because like we were gonna have a baby shower and it probably would have been like this, and the pandemic happened and it was virtual. And Theo and I were talking about the other day, we're like, thank God we didn't have any of that shit, because that's not our personalities. We're like, just send me the gift.
Who do you think, parenting wise, you more aligned with, Miranda or Charlotte? Who's or parenting techniques that you more?
Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda, when I think of Miranda in the movie and they go looking for the apartments, Brady loved her. Like she does have like intentional times with him when she goes to like his little science fair and stuff.
Yeah.
But then she also is like,
she's
stern.
There's
times
bullshit.
where she's like, but I'm not your friend. I'm also the parent. And I like that too. Like you can see her being like, sit your ass down. But then them going to like the movies later.
I love that scene in the first movie when Steve comes to pick him up on New Year's, and she's like, "Happy New Year's." He says back, he's like, "Kiss," and then she kisses him.
But
it's so interesting because you know
kids.
what, Miranda. That's why I relate to Miranda so much, being so not aggressive. I don't like that word, but being very like just no bullshit.
She was authentic,
and she was not very soft. she was. It was really. I love seeing
but
her.
she
with,
had a soft
like
spot
like
for
that,
him.
like with Brady, and like she
Arguably,
arguably
Chinese food. I ordered enough. Like she has
that.
her own ways
I'm
of
gonna
letting
tell
you
you,
in.
we'll do a whole episode deep diving the first movie, but I will tell you that whole scene makes me cry every time I watch it. That music, that song, whatever that song's called, and Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I want a friend that will do that for me. When
they had the Valentine's Day in the movie, I don't know what I would call Carrie, but she is very broad and very big with her emotions.
Yeah.
And Miranda
she's very emotional person.
Plays it to the chest. She's an overthinker. She's overanalyze. So then when you do get to see, that was her love language, you're like, it's so like...
Well, it shows it's an example of like two best friends who channel and deal with their emotions very differently. And now that's a situation where it comes head to head. It's like, to your point, like Miranda's more introspective and is being really thoughtful. Like, okay, let me really think, overly thinking it. Carrie's is like emotional mess of like, you did fucking what? And you have to give it to Sex in the City though. Like that movie, they did such a good job of making something so serious, also funny. The first movie, when she's like all the balloons, she's just trying to leave.
No, I told Theo, I was like, can we find a restaurant like this? I want to. It was so. Carrie is the grand gesture person.
Yeah.
And then Miranda is just silently there for everything. She's the one that shows up when you're by yourself on New Year's Eve. Like Miranda does care. She just cares in her own way, which I love.
Yeah, but that is kind of their whole friendship.
Yeah. All right. So my absolute favorite episode is when Charlotte gets married the second time. When she gets married to Harry.
That is a funny ass episode. That guy that she had sex with, like, what is she like?
No, when everything that Charlotte wants to happen goes wrong, when she's printed wrong in the newspaper.
I love when Miranda's giving her speech and it catches on fire.
Miranda's speech catches on fire. Good speech though. Anthony, I love that she let them all wear different dresses.
I like Carrie's hair.
Oh, that bun? No, it was kind of short, right?
I feel like it's very prairie because it had the like milkmaid.
Oh, because she's hunched over because like
that guy fucking her. Yeah.
That part is so funny. Where they're outside eating was so like expressed, where we were all wearing the diagonal stripes and like the baby doll dresses.
I like how it ends when she does the whole like falling thing.
I love it.
Or I don't know what it's called, but in Jewish weddings, when they have to stomp on the...
Yes.
And Harry couldn't do it.
Harry can't break it. Samantha breaks her bracelet.
Yeah.
That was a slapstick episode. The entire
That is true. That is so
that
funny.
whole thing ends, and I will sit there. I will cry laughing and rewatch it because, like, Charlotte is such the prim and proper, and everything goes
and
wrong.
You know that was like it hurt her deep every time something would happen.
I absolutely love it. Miranda catching fire is so funny.
I love scene.
The entire episode.
I watch sometimes when I am gardening a lot. If someone can pick up what I'm putting down. I watched that episode specifically once.
It's so funny.
And she's reading, and I thought I was going to go to the hospital. I laughed so
First of all, I didn't even plan that. But us talking about how the only couple times she shows emotion, and then this is one.
And she starts screaming.
You showed emotion in public. You lit yourself on fire. I think you're done.
That is a great episode. But I love the ending of like this. I love that song. Every time I hear it, I think of that, and she's just like, and they're like all clapping.
And the one time they go, because she keeps trying to get them to go, and they never go. And then the one time
to
the
very end.
Or no, Stanford went at the beginning.
Stanford, yes, but she never actually does it.
And that's right. She finally can.
That's what I mean. And you know what?
It's so good.
It's a great example because that scene, I don't know. I'm just like, as I get older, because I will be 35 like Charlotte, I'm a deeply emotional person. So somehow to think that as I get older, I get more emotional is kind of terrifying. I'm like, how much more? What else is there? But like, I watch shit like that and I get so emotional because like similar to what you said of like maybe watching some of these women as parents help shaped or maybe it's planning a certain season you're afraid. That's how I thought. I was like, that's what I want. That's why I'm like, I know I'm not. I'm an introvert, but I'll have my core tiny group, and we're gonna do everything in that way. I mean, my life didn't really work out necessarily, and so when I see that, it kind of makes me sad. Not for myself, like happy tears. I'm like, I'm so happy for her, as if she's a real person. I'm like, look how happy they all are.
I know. So wait, if she was 35 then, did they keep the years linear? Like, are they really 60? Now, because I know it's been 25 years or so.
Did they say her in the last season of Just Like That? They did have Charlotte's birthday. I don't know if they said her age though.
The only thing I remember is with Anthony, where he says, "Tell him I'm 55," which means that he's definitely not 55.
You don't hear it often. However, I know like in Sex and the City, the first movie, how it ends with Samantha's birthday.
Being
she turned
50. 50 and
fabulous. I love
that
her.
That hair for her and the bangs.
Dressed up
So at the wedding,
which one?
Charlotte was single. Or no, Charlotte was getting married to Harry. Mm-hmm. Carrie was single because she was hooking up with the guy.
Was Miranda back with Steve?
We never see any more of Harry's friends. That was so random.
Miranda's not back with Steve.
And then Samantha would have been single. So, yeah. But I remember she's encouraging her to go out with that guy. You should do him. I don't
know why I just thought about this.
We love the one-liners.
Well, that's the best part of the show, I feel like. One of the best parts. I was telling my best friend when we were in New York, because like I said, it's hard to choose one episode, but I can think of a million, as we clearly have demonstrated in this podcast so far, those staple moments that just make you like belly laugh. And one of mine is with Samantha and Smith. They're walking down the street. He keeps trying to hold her hand. And she's like, and then she falls down the not fire escape. I can't remember what they're called in New York, but almost like a basement that has, it's called something. Portico doors.
I keep thinking.
But you know what I'm talking about? And she falls down all the vegetables.
Just fucking hold my hand.
I love Smith. He was a good guy.
Except for really the good sushi casting. Scene in the movie. That was really good
I had casting. The biggest crush on him when he was introduced in the show.
I still have a crush on him. Even in the second movie, handsome. He was so hot.
He's taking out his body and I loved his voice.
I loved his whole transition of like, it almost was like he didn't know he was attractive.
Well, yeah, because he was so embarrassed
into a star
when he did the Absolute Vodka campaign. He's like, my dick is like, what is it, like 3 feet or something?
No, I'm shelling alcohol for
He was so hot.
He had a really good storyline.
Long hair, short hair. Going back to, but the power of sex. So when she has sex with the French guy and he gives her the money, what would you have done the next morning? If you thought you were like spending a day with a beautiful French man that your friend, like what, like there's really no. She clearly did not know that you can be paid for it.
That she was a high class hooker.
But you wake up, you think you had a beautiful day, like, wow. I'm assuming she kind of felt like this could be something, like a whirlwind love affair. He leaves a pile of, you open up. What do you do?
Keep the money and enjoy it.
Oh, so all my friends. The fact that she's like, we're going to give this money back. I'm like, Carrie, are you fucking dumb?
And she was super single. So I'd been like, hey, are you still
And she had no money then.
No, I would be getting plane tickets to go over there.
At Dolce & Gabbana and got cut up. She needs that money.
I wouldn't feel anyway. And I don't even think the money wasn't for the sex. The money was for like the companionship.
So do you think, I don't know if it was specifically stated, like even in the synopsis, I'm assuming that Amelita, that was her. That was her whole gig.
She was like a madam.
So, do you think when she called Carrie,
she was an international party girl? I think someone describes her that way. Yeah.
Who? Miranda, I think. But when she calls her that night, but do you think Amelita told the friend, like, listen, my friend's coming. You're gonna fuck her and pay her?
Not the pay her, but I do think that she knew that she was hooking them up. Because friends hook you up, even if it wasn't meant to be like a.
That was the restaurant. You know, a lot of those restaurants were all real.
Really.
Yeah.
I wonder like what that process was like to try to get your name.
We're at the Balzac. I loved her accent.
Was that the episode where she couldn't get in? She had to give the lady a tampon.
Tampon, yeah. Well, remember in the beginning, her and Carrie and Samantha tried to get a seat and they couldn't get in. Yeah. That's when she runs into her.
Oh my God. No, that reminds me of another one I kind of like, but when she dates the guy with like ADHD and he's like, me crowbalicious, and they couldn't get in the restaurant. Really?
But he ate her out really well.
The actor or like his character?
No, the whole character. You know what? Talking about episodes I don't like. I didn't like any of those because I'm like, Carrie, what are you doing? This guy, he doesn't give a fuck. Big was so old by comparison in that episode. Well, because he had this finance guy with the suit. You had this like jazz singer that owns a bar. But the way like he was just good at sex, apparently, like eating her out. So I just started rewatching and just like that. Big looked so much better. Because he had lost a lot of weight. He in? 2? Probably, yeah, because he died. Okay, so I started watching the season 1, episode 1. I had to stop because I'm like, I know he's about to die. And I just can't. On a Peloton. I remember that, but I remember when Peloton stock dipped. I was going to say, like, how much did they have to pay for that? We were so looking forward to the show. Well, it wasn't clear from the trailer that it was no indication that he was going to die. However, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Do you remember all that stuff that happened with that actor? In real life. So I don't think he was ever supposed to. I don't know that for a fact. I don't. Well, here's the thing. After breaking our heart in the movie, after breaking our heart in the show multiple times, of course they couldn't have just had him move to another city. It would have had to be something that was literally permanent. You know what? They have gone through so much. I know. So to your point, cheating, been there, done that. Breaking up, been there, done that. Moving to Paris, moving to Paris, moving anywhere, been there, done that. He would have to die. Oh.
Even though I'm not a grand gesture person.
You know what? I'm so sorry.
But that part was...
You know what? I'm going to have to rephrase something. That you
What? What?
The series finale actually might be my all-time favorite episode.
Of And Just Like That?
No, of Sex in the City.
When he goes to Paris.
You know why? Because I'm such a nostalgic, emotional
Ugh.
person, and I love love so goddamn much. I hated Alexander Petrovsky. I hated him. I hated why she went there.
When he slaps her.
Well, I was telling my best friend about that scene. He's like, "Well, what happens?" Because he doesn't care, but he knows a tiny bit.
It's not a real slap, but it's still too close.
But I love the scene starting from when he meets up with the girls at the cafe, and Miranda goes, "Go get our girl." I get goosebumps every time.
Every time, especially for Miranda, because they were literally arguing about her going.
And when he slaps her, Carrie's in the lobby picking up her.
He came to Paris and got slapped.
And she's like, "What are you doing here?" And the music is. I just cry every time, but I'll tell you my favorite part of that whole episode. They
miss each other in the car.
But it's when Carrie comes back and the girls are in the cafe and the dramatic music comes and they go. I know you goosebumps are forming. Oh my god!
Remember the episode?
And we find out Big's name.
I know.
On her old ass cell phone.
I miss those phones. Remember the episode where she dates that guy who's the writer, the shortcomings one? He keeps coming to
Justin Theroux. He's been in twice.
My favorite thing about that episode is when she goes and meets him afterwards. And they're all there in the cafe and she knocks on the window. I love when they all get back together.
We realized he was in season 1 when
his hair was longer.
Yeah, well, he plays a hot guy that was he knew Stanford.
It's the one where they're at a bar and she's like.
She leaves something because of Big, and she's mad at him.
Yes.
And so she goes to that party.
And he's there, and Stanford is there, and they're talking.
And
he's a novelist or something.
Yeah, or like a
Is he supposed to be a different character?
Yeah. He's one of the only, I think he's the only character, or one of only a couple that was on twice of 2 different people.
They shouldn't have them do that because we remember who they are. I mean, literally, and then just like that, the loan processor was the same one from the show.
I know.
And I was like,
that blows my mind. I didn't know that. But yeah, she gets in a fight. I can't remember where.
I think it's when she tells Big to come in, and he comes in the back door or the front door, and she's like, "I've been waiting here for an hour," and he was like, "I was at the back entrance."
But they got into a fight, and that's why she ended up going to that party because she wasn't because he wasn't doing something.
Yeah.
But I do like that episode where she makes out with the goes out with the cater waiter because they went to that party, and that woman's like, "Oh, honey," she catches him. She tells her to
giving a blowjob to someone on the patio,
and she's like, "I'm leaving because that's offensive."
If you were a gentleman, enjoy me.
I hated her hair in that episode.
I hated that whole outfit.
Her bangs looked weird.
I feel like they said we're going to an Upper West Side place.
He gives her that
Judith Lieber, $40,000.
But she gave her an ugly one. And everyone had all those
you know, she still sells though. She still sells.
Oh yeah, and they're still popular. It was just a really. She had a really ugly. What was it, a bird?
Yeah, it was like a swan sitting or some shit.
Why she put birds in her hair at their wedding? Do you remember that scene when they're in Mexico?
The I love the movie.
Remember that episode they're in Mexico and she's finally out of her Mexicoma? I love that line.
When she throws her phone.
But they're decompressing after that dinner, talking about the wedding, and she's like, I put a bird on my head, and she's like, and Miranda's like, is that what that was? And she's like, yes. I love that scene, and Charlotte eats only pudding cups.
When she turns her phone back on and it just blows up, she throws it.
Heart-wrenching. I know that feeling of the first voicemail you hear from your ex that clearly you still love, and it's startled. You're like, nope, I can't. You're like,
I didn't like Lily for a long time.
Whoa.
Because she hid the phone.
Lily,
why didn't you give the adult the phone?
Do you think that would have changed everything?
Yes, she would have been able to talk to him and been like, "What's up?" And he would have been like, "I'm freaking the fuck out." And she would have been like, "Okay, we're non-traditional. You've been married twice. Just come over here and see me." She hid that fucking phone in her cupcake purse.
Do you think that was Judith Lieber?
First of all, I have a 5-year-old. That bitch knew the phone was ringing. That's not a fake phone.
Oh, she wouldn't have done that. She would have answered it.
That is not a fake phone.
Carrie's getting dressed right now.
And then she takes it and looks at you and closes it, puts it in her purse. Get the fuck out of here.
So you hate Lily.
I didn't like Lily for a long time.
I never heard you say that. That's probably one of the funniest things you said about this show. I did not think that's what you were about to tell me.
From the movie, I was like... this show formed my opinion of kids. Because maybe that's why I've taught my daughter to be very aware. You don't just hide a phone in your purse like it's not happening.
Well, she did answer it.
There's no
And he hung up. She just hangs up.
I'm giving you full-on mom look.
But you know what's weird? we never see. That's the last time we see the phone until she's in Mexico. So like, where the did they discover it? Well, clearly they had to.
When they get to Mexico and they close the blinds, and she's like, all of them. Just like,
you want to hear something funny? Okay, I know that we're gonna wrap this. I'll leave it with this because rest in peace, I was already telling my grandmother once today.
Yeah.
So when Sex and the City the movie came out, I saw it 3 times in theaters. One was my friend. We were big Sex and the City fans. We saw it at midnight. She can go fuck herself. She's a horrible person. So she had to taint that memory. However, I was there in the midnight screening when it was released.
Did you dress up?
No.
Okay.
I didn't, but we were front row.
Okay. Ooh. Sitting like this.
No, not I. Was it that row? I think it was like, you know how there's like a separate.
Yeah, front of that.
I think I had a railing that I put my feet on.
Well, first of all, I'm imagining that you're here in this city. What city were you in?
Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can't picture that.
Saw it there. So every summer I'd spend the rest. I go back to New York, where I'm originally from, and spend the whole summer with my family for 3 months. So June, July, August. I saw Sex in the City there. Yes. But with my aunt, my grandma, and like family. Aww. So my grandma sat next to me. My grandmother is Italian, Long Island, thick accent, right? She kept talking randomly throughout the whole movie out loud. So the first thing that she says is when in the beginning of the movie, she's in bed with Big reading the library book. And she gets into bed. I don't know if you remember, she's wearing like a negligee and pearl necklace. Yeah. And so quiet. And so we're all like intensely watching quiet. My grandma says out loud, she's like, look at her going to bed with pearls. And I'm like, shh. And then that's the second thing that she says is that scene when they're closing the blinds. But Samantha starts feeding her because she's depressed. And we're all quiet, like emotionally. Oh, poor Carrie. And my grandma says out loud, she's like, what does she need, a bib? I can hear it in my head to this day.
I've never seen Samantha as a caretaker. And I was just like, oh my God.
She really cared about her. That scene made me so sad. She's just sitting there pathetically. Well,
honey, have something to eat and go back to bed. I think it was like yogurt. I always thought it was oatmeal, and then like on the 75th watching it, I think it was like yogurt.
Because I'm like, that kind of looks good. She looks so depressed. Oh my God.
Because she did I dream it?
Yeah.
She goes, no.
There's a lot of things in that movie that make me cry. I'm like, fuck.
So my now husband, we were dating, and he takes me to go see that as one of our first dates, and he's just like,
he learned quickly.
Well, he was just like, oh, haha, I've heard of the show. Because remember, the movie was a couple years after the show. Yeah, enough that he knew I wanted to go see it.
That's a good man.
But also, I hate movies. You would not give me.
I'm trying to see your husband watching Sex and the City, the movie.
So we're watching it halfway through. He's like edge of his seat, right? Because we didn't know it was going to be like that. He's a Cancer, so he's really emotional, and he's very like emotive. So he's like, someone stood you up at the so he's into it.
Now he's like invested.
We had a whole debrief, and then he's like, okay, don't tell anybody or what. You know what I mean? So
okay, now major question: did you watch the second movie?
No. I didn't even see the second one in theaters.
I don't think I did. I don't think you'd be emotionally invested in that. Maybe,
I think for
me, it'd be funny if he actually liked the scene that you hate so much from the second movie.
No, in fact, I think he saw me watching and just like that, and he saw like LTW and Chunk and was like, what is this? And then that was it. But also, I am not like, I hate the movies. Like, I'll go to the movies with him once a year.
Like
I do not like going to the movies.
Really? The last movie I saw in theaters was Wicked. And I will see that again when Wicked for Good comes out.
I'll only go.
Oh, and I saw the Renaissance. That was was that? Oh my God, when was that? Was that last year?
Oh, last year.
December.
I still haven't seen it. Like even on TV, I need to watch it.
Because I unfortunately had to go to the Eras Tour movie. That was not by choice.
Oh my God.
Wicked and then the Renaissance.
Yeah. So you guys, let us know. Did you like our favorite episodes? Did you hate our favorite?
And in the
episodes?
comments, tell us what your favorite episodes are.
Yeah.
Or ones you don't like. Or things that make you laugh. Actually, I guess really. Can you just rate us? How about that? Let's start there.
First of all, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for being here.
And give us all the engagement.
All the engagement.
No, we love it. We'll be here every week because like we talk about this all the time anyway, and it's so much fun.
So we might as well bring you all into it.
I can't believe you like season 1 so much.
Why?
It's so dark.
But I love old things. Not that that's old. I don't mean it like that. But like it's very like there's something grit to it that I'm like. I love looking at New York and the fashion, and I love the 90s.
The thing is, though, for me, starting in season 5, season 1 was decades. It was just so different.
Well, especially if you're starting season 5. I was under. I remember we had HBO. My parents would be watching Seinfeld in the living room, and I knew it's so bizarre as a little boy. So what year? I must be 6 years old, right? 6 or 7, 96, 97. And I knew what time would come on HBO, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'd be like,
Seinfeld was at 8.
And so my parents they're preoccupied with my brother. I'm like, I'm gonna go in my parents' room and sneak. I would watch it, and I would do this the whole time. Go, my parents' room was down a hall, and
You're an old soul. Did you know what was happening? And you just were like, here's my girls.
I no, yes and no. I will tell you what, and I don't know what this means about me.
Yeah.
I knew from a very young age, the same way I watched Titanic in theaters, something about my emotional intelligence was always intact as a little boy. Maybe my ability as an empath, maybe, who knows. So I could understand emotional themes. I might not be able to explain it, but I always knew, like, Titanic, when I was in theaters, my grandmother, rest in peace, took me. I understood the heaviness.
Wow.
I couldn't explain it to you, but I can understand.
So you can, like, read the love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing with Sex and the City. I didn't know, like, I remember, though, when I got a little older, my mom took me to a doctor's appointment. We were getting lunch. And I said to her, I'm like, Mom, can I ask you a question? She's like, what? She's like, I'm like, what's a cleft? And she's, like, looking at me. She's like, huh? I'm like, like, women have them. And she started laughing. So she pulled me aside. She's like, do you mean clit? I learned it from Sex and the City.
So wait, you also grew up loving Golden Girls. Were you watching Sex and the City like this is a younger version of them?
No, I don't think I even put it. I think I still do strong female leads, female ensemble casts. There's something with me, and I should talk to my therapist this week about it, about like friendship, Golden Girls, group of friends, Sex and the City, Will and Grace, all these kind of shows. I love human stories. I've always said that. I love human storylines. I don't love sitcoms, which is interesting. Not that I don't.
But an HBO sitcom is very,
very different. I do love Will and Grace. That was a cable sitcom. But
your parents were watching Seinfeld. Did you watch it?
Not like they did.
Oh.
I did have happy memories. We had Chinese takeout and watched Seinfeld as a family. I couldn't tell you anything about the show because I wasn't like...
Yeah.
But something about...
binged all the seasons on Netflix and was crying.
I think I would like Seinfeld because, I love 90s era anything. So that's why I love season 1.
It's so stupid, but it's so funny.
I love Elaine. Like, I love
when she dance.
But Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I love her. Like, Veep.
Yeah. Oh, Veep is so good.
Her podcast is really good, too.
Her main, like, chief of staff guy is my favorite. I actually...
He's funny.
Here's the funny thing about me. I will discover a show, Veep, and then imagine that I'm the first person to ever find that actor. And then I was like...
You do.
Wait, he was on Curb Your Enthusiasm or whatever the other show was. Arrested Development. That's the. And so then I had to binge that, and I was like, "Where was this? We didn't grow up with cable. I missed so much."
I will say, I want to watch Veep now because I haven't watched it in so long. But I want to.
I started watching it, but I couldn't finish because Kamala.
I was gonna say, do you think I'd get depressed? I feel like I would.
There's so many jokes they make about like, haha, the woman can't finish it because she's the woman, or like dumb it down for the woman, and then I was rewatching it, like, oh my God, Veep! And I have a poster on my wall of her saying, like, I may be the first in this office, but I won't be the last. This is a country of possibility. And so to watch Veep and see them laugh like she could never be, hit differently. And I couldn't watch it as a comedy. Maybe now with some time removed. I
don't think I can. I'm glad you just said that because I'm very sensitive to things like that now. I don't care if I'm overly dramatic, whatever. I'm glad you said that because I don't think I can because of that.
For you to love a female strong lead, we were very, very big Kamala supporters.
Still am.
You're going to need some space between them because you're just like...
Until she's president or female, I don't think I can. Until all this shit is like...
Because they literally say stuff like, who cares, it's just the VP. And then you're just like, but that was my VP. We should like listen to all the Sex and the City, like the soundtrack.
I love the first movie soundtrack. I love that Jennifer Hudson song.
All dressed up.
Or the Fergie song when it's like,
and they wouldn't release it, and I was like, "Where's the song?"
I'm like, I'm not buying the album just to listen to it. It was Fergie. I do love that song.
All right, let's wrap this guy. All right, you guys, thanks for overanalyzing with us.
Thank you.
This was so much fun.
This was
talking about our favorite and least favorite episodes,
but not real. I guess not really least favorite. We've come to find out.
We're such big fans. We love it.
I know, to a fault, but you know what?
Whatever. All right, you guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
What do we? I always let women take it. They do everything better.
I appreciate that.